Okay, hey you guys, so this is a video just updating you on my status with my Tracy Anderson Metamorphosis workout.
I just love beautiful, colorful things that are amazing. Is that it, or is there more? What keeps changing colors?
That is just a at-home workout DVD. They're supposed to have a total body transformation within 90 days. And basically you just choose the area where you usually gain weight and you just targets that with the DVD, and mine was the hip centric. So I've been doing this workout now for 40 days. Where is it? I start out with the cardio. That is basically lots of dancing and jumping, a ton of jumping consistently for 30 minutes. So it's taken me more than that. It takes me about an hour because I need a rest. You know, my body is not adjusted to jumping that much. I feel like I'm jump roping nearly for 30 minutes. But just now, it's been like 3 days. I just hit to a new level where I'm able to work out consistently for 30 minutes. I was very impressed about it. I think I tweeted about it. It was funny. But yeah, I was so proud of myself for doing that because it's difficult. I mean, the workout can hurt your shins, your legs if you're not doing it correctly. There's days where you don't even want to jump that much, and that's okay. You know, jump a little and then, you know, dance around. And then I've gone through the Transform 1 all the way to 30. So I've done the first DVD, the structural workout part of the DVD, meaning the mat workout. You're doing legs, you're doing arms, your stomach, your everything, your hips, your thighs. And then Transform 2, which is what I'm currently on. So I just hit the 31 to 40 mark. I just finished that this week, so now I'm going to be starting 41 to 50. And then I have another DVD after that, Transform 3, that's going to go all the way to 90 days. But I'm on Transform 2 right now, so I just want to give you a status. This was supposed to be, 30 days, but since I'm on day 41 today. Just give you a little update on how I've been doing. So when I first started, yeah, it was completely difficult. I never thought that I would be able to work out 6 times a week, and I rest on Sundays. Also, I think the hardest part, besides the workout, which didn't even seem hard to me, maybe the cardio seemed the hardest. I'm used to, yoga poses and stuff like that, a little bit of Pilates. So with the structural workout part, hasn't been that bad. I've had some sensitivity with my back because I have a sensitive back. But you gotta just know your body and go with your flow. So literally I work out in this room. I have carpet and everything, but I still work out. I have to take my sneakers out, my Nike Shox, and I'm just jumping around in here and I do my workout. It takes me about 2 hours. Now literally takes me about an hour and a half. The shortest I've done is an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm still, setting goals for myself, but I have to keep remembering that I have to get my heart rate up because there's days where I can feel just a little bit lazy. I don't want to jump around with the cardio. But the hardest part, by the way, I would say is the dynamic eating plan. And if you could get past week 1, which is the puree food like sweet potato corn pudding, carrot parsnips, gazpacho, if I'm saying that correctly, which is basically like eating salsa, which is very acidic, and stuff like that, and power juice that includes apples, kales, and spinach. If you can get through that first week, which is difficult extremely, by day 5 I was so tired of it, but I basically just shoved the food in my mouth. I thought it was pretty genius though, because if you're eating basically mushed, say carrots or whatever, it tends to fill you up quickly, and you're not consuming as many calories. So I thought that was smart. in a way to do that. But once you get past that, week 2 is easier, which is you go through a nutrient boost week, which includes the power juice and mostly lots of fruits and vegetables, and then you go through a body reset week that can include just a lot of proteins and vegetables. So I've gone through all these weeks already. I'm currently on week 7. As you can tell, I have crumbled this up, like just being in the kitchen. So I'm really taking this into consideration. I'm really, using. After, say, the first 2 weeks, I lost a lot of weight. I would say I lost like 13 pounds or so. Like, I'm blogging about this too, but I've been just so busy. It has taken a lot of my time trying to get this workout, and then my schedule aside, I work out at night, so I would say I work out at 9 o'clock. I finish at 11 around 11, or a little bit earlier than that, maybe 10:30 on a good day. But yeah, just getting through that. Just the food preparation I would say is very difficult, because I would grocery shop on a Sunday and then try to make food on that same day. I would recommend maybe grocery shopping, say, on a weekend, like on a Saturday, and start cooking and prepping your food and have all your containers and everything by Sunday. So it's like gruesome. Like Sunday, your rest day, you're not really resting because I'm there just prepping food, and that can be a workout by itself. But just having I had to get a power juice that I borrowed from my mom, of course. I didn't want to go all out with buying more than I need to, but I realized with this whole transformation, metamorphosis workout system, you kind of do. You need a power juicer. You need a food processor, which I thought I would end up returning, but I love the thing so much. I've become obsessed with my food processor. I've never had one before, never cared for it, but it just makes life easier with cooking and trying to incorporate more vegetables in your diet and just shredding everything. I could just make salads, shred my carrots and everything in there, or, mush what I want, puree what I want. So I really like it. Not this whole menu is puree. I mean, people, I feel they just talk about it the first week because it's very difficult to get past the first week. But after that, there's not much pureeing after the first week. I mean, there's some things you puree, but it's gonna be like vegetables or something, or fruit. No, most likely fruit, I would say. But yeah, I'm actually going to be approaching, after this weekend, week 8, which is a body reset week. And then I'll get to have just a whole bunch of different foods every day. I've been looking forward to it because I've been having just withdrawals, kind of like if you're on drugs or something. My head just, I started in January, mid-January, and it's already March, and just not being able to eat what you want to eat for, say, a month and a half or so. Yeah, it has driven me crazy. Every time I would work out, I would go on the Domino sites and just look at the pictures, because I have like this idea in my head of all the foods I want to eat, but in moderation, after I'm done with my workout. So I have Domino's on the list. I have a whole bunch of other stuff, but I really want Domino's pizza, and that's gonna be my reward after I am done, after these 90 days, and I'm on day 40 out of 90, or 41 out of 90. But yeah, I thought the dynamic food plan was the hardest, but I thought it was really well worth it because it helped me drop weight like that. And it just gave me a plan. It gave me a purpose. I like how everything's so structured. I could follow structure. I mean, it works for me. I like the workout that I know I'm not going to be bulky. I like that ballerina dancer type of body because that's the body that's that I'm more closer to. If I had to say what type of body I had, I would say I have kind of like a ballerina dancer type of body. I just do. I've always been long, lean, yet I have hips. So I've been trying to get that down, and it has been going down. I would say that I've lost close to 30 pounds already in those 40 days of working out. And not to include that extra week, if you include that every Sunday that you're not working out, I mean, that's not included in the workout. So that's why the diet plan is a little bit ahead. So, and the workout changes every 10 days. I'm trying to get as much as I can out. If I'm rambling about random things, that's just how I am. Like, I have so many thoughts, and I want to help whoever, is doing this, yeah, I thought there's a lot of foods that I was never introduced to. I would say I've never ate this much vegetables in my life. So I thought that was a really good nutrient boost for me to get that. So I would say I'm eating pretty well with this. There's days where I don't feel hungry off of being on this diet plan. There's a week that has been like body reset week where you'll have, say, for example, 2 boiled eggs in the morning, you'll have fruit, or you could have almond milk with blueberries. I like to mix it as a smoothie. And then you have a protein bar, which is a thick, thin bar, or kashi bar. Just having just a protein bar, that makes me hungry. So it does make me feel a little bit weaker. And then as a meal 3, you only have 3 meals during that week, and you can eat some veggies and protein, basically. So those are the weeks that I kind of get a little bit hungrier, but I learned to incorporate gum. I will chew gum because I need it. It gives me like a little boost. Not sugar, I was gonna say tea. I've had a lot of tea. I was never a tea drinker. I was a coffee drinker, yet I stopped coffee for a long time. But lots of tea and sparkling water, most likely flavored or unflavored. That has helped a lot with cravings, I would say. And then it switches, because then you have all these like nutrient boost weeks where you're eating a lot of meals a day. And then your body doesn't want it yet, and they're trying to shove it down. Something that just, I just won't. Well, I won't eat all of it. You kind of have to just work with yourself and kind of, you're putting your own twist on it a bit, and you're just trying to follow the criteria for the food plan. Yeah, but I've had a lot of cravings, and I came to a point last week where I went to a baby shower, and even in here, she has a frequently asked questions section where I'm going to a wedding. What can I eat? So I made it seem like, I'm going to an event. It's important. I'm going to be hungry. Usually I have all my food with me, but, I just picked protein. And she says, limit yourself to 1 piece of cake. I didn't really have to have that piece of cake, but the cake had fondant, and I've never in my life had fondant. And I'm like, this might be the only chance in a long time, because I know fondant can be expensive, and I never go to any fancy wedding or anything, or that's like that's occasional here and there. I don't know. Once every, 3-4 years, or who knows when, for me, basically. But, I had a piece of cake, and then I felt awful afterwards. I felt so guilty, because I've been trying so hard, but you can't beat yourself over it. I mean, it's here as an option. She gives you those options. If you get into a tight situation or whatever, if it's there, and she said, hey, I could have a piece of cake, limit to myself. I felt good eating that 1 piece of cake, but then afterwards I felt a little bit guilty, but I just worked out harder. So I would say I kept my diet. I've been keeping my diet 98%, because sometimes I won't have a seasoning or whatever it might be, or sometimes I won't drink all of my juice, stuff like that, or I won't eat all of something. The DVD can get a little bit boring, the music, you know, techno style music. So on the Tracy Anderson website, she does have a playlist for months and months and months, different month to month, on just different music options, and they're pretty good. Or I've gone to it's off of grooveshark.com. So I've gone to Grooveshark and I've made my own playlist, my club hit list playlist. I played Britney Spears and Pitbull and some J-Lo, and I went through these food phases where I would watch the Food Network all day wishing I could eat that food. Okay. There's also times where, you know, you're working out by yourself and you're losing motivation. Just try to keep the music going. I have a mirror there, but sometimes I tend to look too much at the mirror and I just start thinking about random things, which is okay. Or sometimes I have, while I'm taking breaks, I need to write something down, or for some reason when I'm working out or I'm taking a break, I have like a million thoughts going through my head. So I need to just jot them down. I have some pretty darn good ideas too that I should keep writing down. But just try to keep your mind off any like negative things that might arise or things that might put you down, because you're doing a lot on yourself, and you're kind of refraining yourself from food, which food can be, you know, comfortable with you know, just to eat what you like. Not be able to eat what you want, it's very difficult. It can make you a little bit, you know, depressed. So not necessarily the workout made me so depressed. I mean, the workout has been hard. Like I said, the cardio, I wish I could do, you know, something else. Sometimes I would love to do Zumba for an hour or 30 minutes and then do the structural workout, the muscular workout part, but I'm still trying to stick to it. I know other people that they've been okay just doing other parts, other like dancing videos or like Zumba, like I just said, but I'm trying to stick to it as much as I can. I would do that, but then again, I don't want to go out and buy another DVD. So just try to keep yourself motivated. It's good to go on the website and just read other people's comments and, you know, imagine what you want from yourself and your results. You know, you can keep little papers around, you know, with motivational words to help, you know, inspire you and help you keep going. So that's always, motivation's a big factor in this.